One thing that I thought was a good statistic, which I don't think was brought up yet, is if having a video on your homepage, it increases the chances of a Google first page result is increased by a factor of 53 times when you have video on your homepage. Is that right? Is that the?
That was a stat that Forrester has
come up, yeah, 53 times. So that's a huge. I mean, that's just almost unfathomable. It's 53 times. So I thought that was, that's how powerful video SEO is just to give you a figure on that. Yeah. So if you want a front page result on Google, you need to have video, or you're not going to get it, basically.
And to your point, Greg, which is the optimization strategies from an SEO perspective, having clean URLs, making sure you have right metadata in there, making sure you have a video sitemap. There's just a bunch of checklist type things that you want to do when you're putting video content out there that will allow you to raise the effectiveness of and optimize them from a search perspective. So those are some of the things that you want to be doing as part of your video strategy to make sure that you're bringing that inbound marketing eyeballs back into your content.
Yeah, and that's ultimately what video primarily is an inbound marketing tool. And in kind of from the high level, I mean, video creates a much more immersive web experience for the viewer, which means more engagement, and statistically leads to much more time spent on a website. I think maybe you have this stat. I thought it was on average something like 1 minute and 40 seconds of video is engaged on average in a website versus something like 7 or 10 seconds, if not. So there's just so many compelling statistics for video, and that's why companies are doing it. But ultimately, when you add all that up, the more immersive, more engagement, more time spent on the website, and then there's also statistics that the more time someone's on your site, the more likely they're going to buy your services, and it really comes down to that ultimately, right? So, yeah. Brightcove's has brought that up about the U.S. Department of State really using video. They're like a leader in using online video to promote their messages, right?
Yep, and not just on their property, the Department of State property, but also on their Facebook channel, and also mixing in live events in with their video libraries to drive traffic, and they've seen incredible results. Just for a quick aside, when they introduced live last year, they obviously saw a spike in reaching audiences that wanted to see a speech from Hillary Clinton live, and so they saw a nice boost in traffic when they started making that possible. They also made that possible on their Facebook page and in other places, and but they saw an unexpected result. The thing that they didn't expect to see, that they did see, was that there was a halo effect even after the live event, where the increased site traffic was measurable, and people were coming back to the site at a higher rate because of the live event. So the live event actually sustained traffic for a while before it began to come back down to the normal rate, and then so that they use that to set the interval for live events. So now they have this constant S-curve going, which is really increase their site traffic. So yeah, so the videos themselves are podium talking head type videos, but at the same time they're using it to really drive awareness and drive a lot of measurable results.